Sexual transmutation. When I wake up with, they got something called morning wood. Men, I don't just grab a sock and shoot it in a sock. I take that energy from that and jump straight out the bed and put it into my workout, or put it into my music, or put it into something that's gonna make me greater. Like sex transmutation. You translate that sexual energy into your craft. Since I haven't been releasing, my recovery is like that. ASAP.
Let's go!
If you keep a sock next to your bed for the morning, that's you a freaky ass nigga. I don't know.
That sounds quite normal. That sounds quite normal.
Oh yeah, when I was 13,
yeah. Now,
did I spell it right? TR.
You missing the N, but we don't need it. We don't need. That's not.
With the N, right?
N before the S. You good?
There you go. That's why it looked through a little while. All right, go ahead, Big Dog.
Yes, so we brought up this discussion because I know we've talked a lot about just not shooting off, and y'all say a lot about this being your life force. But what about this? What about this being your life force, and how can you use this force for life? So this term, sexual transmutation, really, Gates, one of the main ones who coined this phrase or has made it popular. I also know that there was a chapter of this in the book Think and Grow Rich. So a lot of people have been hip to this. But question that I want to bring forth is, have you all experienced sexual transmutation? Have you done it intentionally? And what have you transmuted that energy into?
Can you give I know he talked about it for like 30 seconds. What's the what would you say is a definition of transmutation so we can I guess better answer it
Right.
in layman's terms, I guess.
Yeah, so sexual transmutation is we all have clearly stated about urges, desires, wanting to have sex. That's an instinct and basic instinct that we all have. But we also talk about discipline and not being what I would say a slave to sex. So sexual transmutation is the simple transference of the sexual energy into something else that is energy, put it somewhere else. So that's what sexual transmutation is.
Okay.
I'll start. I think when I first heard of this term, it was probably around the time I met y'all. Around the time I started coming out to the steps to work out with G and you all. And it was very interesting to me. But it's a practical thing. It's not something you can just think into existence. It's practical. It takes discipline. But one thing I noticed is that when I was first coming to steps, I was getting my ass kicked. You know, y'all seen some of the old videos. You know, I had the Gucci Mane belly and everything, and you know, I was just out there trying to keep up. But it took about a couple of weeks to get into it. But I think shortly after I started working out there, you know, I noticed like the more I held in my semen and not releasing my life force, I just felt more energetic. You know, getting up was a lot easier. I didn't have that lull, like, you know, getting out of bed, feeling groggy, having to hit the snooze button. Like he said, you really are ready to just jump up and conquer the day. My, you know, my position at work was just a sit down position where I'm behind the computer. But, you know, usually I would feel myself getting tired like halfway through the day, right after lunch, you ready to take a nap because you starting to drift off a little bit. But that wasn't happening. As I was going through this journey at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I want to say it was the third session of Free Session Sunday, where I felt like, yo, I just feel powerful right now. I like these push-ups, these squats, running up and down this garbage ass hill where you can fall down and bust your ass. Like, it just started getting a little easier. Not to say like I was just breezing through the workouts. Still had to, keep my breathing up and whatnot. Still had to take, the longer breaks, even though G didn't want us taking the breaks. But I just felt the workouts getting easier for me. I felt myself able to push myself more. Felt myself able to more consistently move at that rapid, 45-second on, 10-second off pace. And I was just looking at in the thumbnail before we got on the live. I was like, dang, I was kind of jacked then. I need to get back to that. I need to get back to that because I saw and other people saw my body just changing, and it was like quick. It didn't take but like 2 months before people were just like, yo, you can diesel. Like I put on a short sleeve shirt and they like, I mean, the short might be shrinking in the wash every time, but they're like, damn, you can diesel out here, and it was a great feeling. It was a great feeling, but outside of that, it in my experience, it reduces like brain fog. Like you don't you just can think clearly. You think more clearly. Your ideas come to you easier. Your everyday tasks come to you easier. You don't have to like write it down as much or try to keep a note in your iPhone to remind yourself what you needed to do like 3 days ago. It just comes natural to you. I think it's something we should be teaching the younger guys, because I'm speaking for myself. When I was like 12 or 13, when I started letting off, like, it was Halle Berry, here I come, goddamn often, bro. I'm not lying. Like it was like it was like addicting. Like, yo, this is a great feeling.
Right.
But it is very dopamine based. It kind of puts you into this mindset of needing instant gratification, needing everything quick. I think, especially in today's society, the way social media and all these other entities make people want things so quickly without having to work for it. I think if you could start with your a journey of sexual transmutation, as a young man, I think it can put you ahead of the curve with the crowd. And that's my spiel on it real quick from my experience with sexual transmutation. I don't get me wrong. I have my shortcomings. Like, we men, if we with the lady, and we doing the deed, we go get to that point. But sometimes, you get into these modes where you understand you're on this journey.
Hey,
You don't.
son, I didn't mean to break y'all. Hold on real quick, real quick. Hey, yo, Corbin, welcome, boss. Hit mute on the live. You getting echo on
Mute on the live. Where's that at?
on you watching on TV?
Nah, I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I'm trying to figure out where that echo coming from. They ain't there no more. All right.
No, it's happening when there's sound coming from Corbin's side. You might have to change your settings, your audio settings.
I don't hear it no more as much.
Yeah, he muted. Now he's not muted.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Feedback when we're speaking from your end, like a little static.
Oh, really? Do I need to log back out and log back in?
Let's see.
See, I don't know on the phone, but on our screen here, there's like a little volume button in the upper left hand corner of the live, and you can hit that to like mute
the live, and not you.
Yeah, I don't know how it looks on the phone though.
I should have got on my. Can I do it on my laptop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd probably be better. Yeah, jump back in on the laptop, bro. All right, so
damn.
All right,
there
so
we go.
The last thing I was gonna say, what I was talking about, doing a deed with your girl. If when you're on this journey, if you're really, what's the word, disciplined with it, she might not understand, because you know how girls get. If you don't get yours off, they're like, was there something wrong with me or something? Like, no, you just gotta explain to them like, yo, I'm just not I'm not trying to let off that energy right now. So it's hard, and it's a different mindset, but it's definitely beneficial in my experience. So that's my spill on it. I know I just went like 10 minutes. So
You are good. What I want to clarify is that last part of your segment, that was more so the semen retention than the sexual transmutation. The sexual transmutation doesn't mean that you won't let off. It's just more, like you said, discipline. And I know I've been doing this recently. I go ahead, go into my spiel. I've been doing this recently where like,
but before you start, my
yeah.
bad. Doesn't sexual transmutation start with semen retention? I guess I was talking more so about semen retention, but my understanding was sexual transmutation starts with semen retention.
Yes, in a sense. So this is more so like channeling that sexual energy. Like I said, for me, the mentality is I don't want to be a slave to sex. I don't have to feel like I need to get off just because I get the urge. I don't want to be aroused at any time by anything, like all of these things come into play when it comes to sexual transmutation. Even if you do become aroused, what do you do with it? A lot of guys are still slaves to sex. Just because it's an attractive female, you got to talk to her. Just because there was some sexual tension, you got to go through with it. Just because them legs open, you got to go in. And so forth and so on. So sexual transmutation is more so acknowledging the energies that you possess. And when it's sexual, how do you react? How do you act? How do you act and react? What are you going to do with this? So it's more so being more decisive with what you're going to do with your sexual energy. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I was explaining that a little bit when I talked about just working out, using that energy towards working out and getting more proficient with that.
One thing that we will uncover is that's like the main thing that we would use. That's like the main thing that we transmute the energy into, right? Like in that example of waking up, like we wake up with the morning wood. It's like not from a wet dream or like you don't even know, like you just wake up. Like that's honestly like every erection. I learned this along this journey or paid attention to this. Every erection is not sexual, right? Like it could just be healthy blood flow. So when you wake up with morning wood, for me, a lot of times it's not even a sexual thing. It's just that my body was functioning. It was doing what it's supposed to do while it was sleeping. It was regenerating, and everything's flowing. Well, with the blood flow, of course, you're going to get your stiff one. So, but when we get that up, we start to think with the other head, So when you wake up and it's like, yo, I need to get this out, just to get this back down. No, you need to control that. That's just one instance. And the main thing that we usually transmute it into is the workout, because that's like one of the main things that you're going to do when you wake up in the peace and solace of your own place, or within that dark of the morning, if that's the time that you wake up, What's up, Corbin?
Yo. Yeah, I can't get on my laptop for some reason.
Shine. Get your shine on.
Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. 'Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt. So I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, You gotta shine on, everybody.
Shine
This is, hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
Well, I actually like this lighting and stuff better than where you were.
Yeah, it's my kitchen.
It's still an echo, but it sounds more clear. And it really just sounds like all of the solutions I got probably won't be working for right now.
Do
Probably
do
just
you
that
have the
expensive
you
too.
don't have the YouTube up, do you?
You heard him, Kobe?
Oh, YouTube? Nah, I don't.
Do you have it
I
up?
didn't know you were talking to me. My fault.
You good?
Log in through YouTube.
Oh no, if you won't on it, I was just trying to see one of the reasons why it's echoing. Sometimes if you have the YouTube up and you on your computer, it'll like go between both of them, but it's all good.
Yeah, I was trying to log in through my computer, but it was like email address and login.
You have a MacBook?
Yeah.
You have to log out and log back in. It did that to me like a month ago, and I couldn't get on the connect.
I got to log out my phone.
Like your email.
Oh, my actual email.
Yeah.
But back on the topic, he makes sense. I just think that when something has already been known and it's been clouded for so long, from generation to generation, people think that it's profound that people find out that you can do this. I mean, there's a reason why our bodies, God made our bodies in the way He made them. I mean, that's why He said not to fornicate, not to do certain things, because there's always a reason behind it. Um, we generate a life form, so of course when you hold things in, of course it's going transition to you being more productive when it comes to working out, like he said, like Key said, work better, create more ideas, just overall productivity. That's the way our bodies were designed. That's why he said it. Not to fornicate, not to be playing with yourself, touching with yourself. Ain't supposed to be waiting till you so you could be able to use those urges with your wife. They just said we're just in a world that been doing it wrong for so long that a few people come out of nowhere and say y'all should do this. It's so profound. So I mean, it's common sense, but it makes a lot of sense. We've all sinned in the spot of those juicy urges of what we call the vagina. We all have already done what we don't supposed to do, but once we get back onto the right path and stop and see the advantages of holding stuff in and transitioning it to positive things, I mean, it's dope to see that light. So I've tried it, and it's wonderful. I always try. I'm trying it now. It's always waking up and popping up, working in the morning, boom, getting stuff done, boom, boom, boom. So he right.
Question I have for you, right quick, G. Do you think this is kind of going back to older topics we've talked about recently on lives? Do you think this lack of awareness of this, how it used to be, is why generations are slowly getting quote unquote softer?
Yeah, this is how it is. That's why men are getting weaker and more sensitive. They're driven by emotions, more just they're lost. It's all the foundations of being productive as a man, being closer to God, is being pushed away because we're just so sexualized. I mean, it's just how it is. At least in that semen about your balls is very vital. Like I said, that's why God made our bodies this way. He did it for a reason. He didn't just say it in there just to say it, like, oh, just don't do this for no reason. There's always a reason behind what he wants us to do. So what they keep on glorifying sexual nature right now, it just keeps going and going and going. It's going, with each generation, it's going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. And we're not going to tell the difference between men and women eventually. Everybody's soft, sensitive, and feeling based society that we got right now.
I hope that's not the case. To where we just all look the same and shit.
I don't think that's the case, but I understand. I definitely understand. And I was talking about it earlier, Lord. It's like it is a more sensitive generation, and just in the workplace in general is why I was saying like women outwork men. And it's because a lot of men ain't even working. a lot of men ain't even working. They doing all of the bitching and complaining, and I don't want to do that. Meanwhile, the woman getting it done. And I'm like, yo, like you letting the woman outwork you in physical labor. Like I'm watching this happen. You know. And then when you tell them something, you tell you like tighten up, bro. Then they want to act like you can come. You can't come at me. You're like you're not even willing to work. You're not gonna be able to beat me.
Yeah, what's up, Corbin? Thanks for coming in. I don't know how much you caught, but that wasn't necessary, Trey. That wasn't necessary. Like I said, I don't know how much you caught, but are you familiar with the term sexual transmutation, and do you have anything to add to this topic?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I gotta agree with people being soft these days. Like prime example today at work, the head tech. I work at an audio shop on Broad Street. It's called Auto Image. Like right up the street from the gym, Gold's Gym, Will Long. And the head tech was like, he got into it with the owner, and he was about to quit. I guess he was trying to quit, and the owner was trying to talk him out of quitting. And I mean, they go back and forth so much, man. Like, I'm the sales manager there, so I'm running the store, and people are coming in and whatnot, and they're over there talking for like 2 hours. I don't know what they're talking about, but I guess they're trying to work out the differences. But it's always, all the time, like full-blown conversations about you're not paying me right, this, that, and the third, and he's always bitching all the time. Like, I legit clock out at 6 o'clock. I work 10 to 6, Monday through Friday. He kept me in the store till like, I should have been like, bro, like, let me get out of here, man. I got stuff to do. But last Tuesday, I was in there till almost 9 o'clock talking to him. I almost fell asleep standing up. And it was just crazy. He's trying to figure out how much I get paid and all this. And like, I mean, I guess it don't really have anything to, I don't know, just bitching, man. Like, that's just soft. Like, I told him, I was like, look, if you feel like this isn't right for you, then you need to go do your own thing, man. Like, I know you've been here for a while. You know you can pretty much learn how to run a business, or you can do, I mean, you could probably open up your own business. If you feel like you're getting fucked over, like, find another job. Like, you're over here bitching to me, like, 24/7 about this, that, and the third. But it's like, then you're talking, it's like, what, that's just, I don't know, it's just female shit. It's just like, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude on the podcast, but it's just like,
no, you good.
No, that's a man's podcast.
I mean, you should make moves. If you're not happy, you should make moves. You should go do your own thing. You know, like, to me, it's just soft. Then you're trying to, add me on Snapchat and see how my life is. It's like, I didn't add you back because it's like, I don't want you sitting here pillow talking to the owner, because me and the owner are cool, and then try and get me out the door. It's just like sneaky stuff, man. Like, to me, it's just, dudes are soft, man. Like, I mean, I just, my ex from years ago, 2018, her husband calls me all the time on Facebook chat. Like, just randomly.
You said her husband called you?
Yeah, like randomly.
Amazing.
Just randomly, like, no, on Facebook chat. Like, he'll just randomly call me, like, I'm sorry, man, I butt dialed you. Like, but he just randomly calls me. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you don't. There's no way that your phone's always in your back pocket. You're always butt dialing me. Like I called him back the other day. I was like, what's up, man? He was like, oh yeah, my bad. I butt dialed you. I was like, all right, bro. Have a good day. But this has been going on for years. Like at one point, he was trying to hang out and play pool because I got a pool table over here at my house, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with him and his wife, but that's my ex. Like she's a blast from the past. That's like 2018 or whatever. I'm thinking like he's trying to get some inside information on, you know, what she might be doing. I don't know what she's doing, but they got a kid together. I'm like, I'm not trying to hang out with you and play pool. Like that's weird. My roommate, he's like, bro, why don't you just go out with him and chop it up, and he'll probably, you know, buy you some food and some drinks. I'm like, I don't care about that. I feel like he's trying to get the inside scoop on what's going on with his wife. I'm just like, man, the craziest things happen to me. I don't know, but he was like being all soft about it. He's like, man, I gotta watch. I don't heal like I used to. Like, what are you talking about? Nobody's trying to fight you, man. Like, this girl is literally like an ex from the past. Like, I didn't moved on from that. I'm like, why would you say something like that? You know?
Hold on, you talking about the ex that used to be at Gold's Gym?
No, not her. Some girl I dated back, like way back in the day, like 2018.
I ain't forget you the lover boy, bro. You the lover boy.
I think all y'all are.
Says that, like, I don't heal like I used to. Like if I run into you, I don't want any problems. I'm like,
yeah.
Where did that come from? Like, bro, I don't even talk to your wife, man. Like y'all are looking at my stuff. But yeah, dudes are. I mean, I guess that goes back to like dudes are soft, you know. Like you vent to me about your job, the head tech. It's like get another job. Then he's hitting me up like, I don't know, man.
You saying that like that you got a problem, do something about it. Don't just sit around and complain about it.
Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I can be a chronic complainer, like for sure. I mean, it is in my personality, but
you're gonna do something about
I feel
it.
like I'm getting screwed over, you know, because obviously I want the best, you know, for myself and everyone around me. But
all right, question. So, how does that tie into the sexual transmutation? Would you say that the reaction of this sensitivity is because these guys are not transmuting their sexual energy?
Clearly, the new boyfriend ain't the new husband.
Oh yeah, I don't know what he's got going on, but unless he ain't hitting.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. You ain't hitting.
He weird.
I can't hit it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's what you want, dog. Maybe that's what
I
you
don't
want.
know.
Cuckolding is a thing.
Yeah. Like what's going on? I don't know. It's just weird to me, but
he like show me how to do it, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Cuckolding is a thing.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe some guys are sexually frustrated in general, and they're not. I mean, to me, like me and my boy talk about it, me and my good friend Philip. Like the average guy really isn't really getting girls like that, you know. So that can they use that to I don't know, watch porn, whatever, beat off and stuff. They don't take that energy and like you guys said, like I guess to try and better themselves and do something that they really want to do with their life or whatever, or they have like a hobby or whatever. They don't transform that energy. But some guys are just, I don't know. I feel, cause like the head tech of my job, I feel like he has a lot of frustration built up. He's just an unhappy person. So he tries to bring everybody down with him, but also he doesn't have a girl. And he doesn't. I mean, I'm not trying to talk about people, but he doesn't have a girl. He's working towards the house, so it's like
shine.
Get your shine on.
Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene. Yeah. Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt. So I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, you gotta shine on, everybody. Hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
He comes in there and he takes it out on everybody else. But then some days he's like good. He wants to be like my best friend. I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. But
so I kind of got 2 points. One of those points is where question more so than a point is when does this sexual transmutation take place? Like, when should guys be aware of it, and how can they trigger it? Because, as you said, Keith, it's a high spark of dopamine. It creates a brain fog. A lot of us who have took matters into our own hands, you get that peak pleasure, that climax, and then it's like a high. You want to keep chasing that high, and a lot of guys get addicted to it, get stuck on chasing that high, right? And then it's like, okay, when does the discernment come into play? When would a guy, or what would make a guy, or if you want to make it personal, when have you all triggered that? Like, when did you stop and was like, yo, this shit is wasting my time? What I'm saying? What was it that caused you to transmute your sexual energy?
I'm gonna give my experience. It was one time where I realized that doing that so much made me more desensitized to actual vagina. Like, not that I have no ED or nothing like that, but I just could not get there from being in some vagina. I just couldn't get there. I could go for hours. I felt like, oh, I just got my stamina up. I don't know what's wrong with me. But no, it was like a desensitization to actually having intercourse opposed to manually getting myself there.
Yeah.
True story.
True story. I appreciate you. Appreciate your honesty and your transparency. When have you guys experienced and noticed when you needed to transmute your sexual energy? G. Corbin.
I would say.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I was.
I don't know if I had. I don't know. The closest thing I can say when I got closer to God. That's the only thing I can think of. It wasn't like, oh, I need to worry about being with some female or something like that when it was having sex with them like that. It's just, I ain't had my mind on it. I think just as gotten closer to God, it just started just stopping. I don't know. But I never had like a break where I wake up today, like, I need to do this. It just gradually just happened. I ain't really had my mind on it.
So he's saying you redirected your focus from sex entirely.
I think he's saying his more so faith-based.
Yeah. It wasn't something I was really thinking about.
Mm-hmm. Good shit. See, that's the thing, man. Like, you hear it all the time growing up. Once you get it, you're going to get hooked. That pussy got you hooked. You're going to want it all the time. And that's when I think the initial programming starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the OGs to everybody's just like feeding you like, yo, sex, 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 sex is awesome, sex is awesome, sex is bad, sex is awesome though, but sex is bad, and it's like, yo, what about sex? And that like in that sexual education realm, which we should always be educating ourselves on sex, but in that initiation of like that sex is a possibility. You know what I'm saying? What is sex? In that initial learning, I think that we could do better with like talking about that or guiding that and steering that and instilling that in the younger minds, because they the ones like start off like going crazy and then like it becomes normal. So when it becoming normal, that's what I see as you would say is desensitizing the it's like cultivating that sensitivity, because as we explained in our previous episodes about no fap and all of that, as we explained in our previous episodes, it's so many more side effects to constantly draining your life force, whether you're doing it by yourself or with a partner. Because let me tell you, sexual transmutation, when you do have sex and you're practicing sexual transmutation, the bond is stronger, the connection is stronger, it's more appreciated, it's a stronger life force, because you're not just letting off and you're not just using another body for masturbation, because that's what this single sex more so is. It's like y'all just got the urge and y'all just want to get off, versus creating a life or like having this connection with this person and appreciating the actual intimate act of sex. Like this is a wonderful thing. So sexual transmutation, I wanted to make that point. And another point is going along with the sensitivity, as you said, Corbin. Most like the average guy doesn't get as much as it's promoted. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as sex is promoted and as great as it is, not everybody is getting it. So with that, like, I'm gonna let y'all know, as all of us already know, I'm gonna let the viewers know, like, women have a sixth sense when it comes to this. They could tell when you're not getting it. They could tell when you are getting it. They could tell if you just got it when you haven't had it. They can tell, right? They could tell if it's like genuine. They could tell if you're taking matters into your own hands. They could tell all of that, and it has a different type of attraction for all of that. So if you're not getting it, this is one of the reasons why. It's because you're taking matters into your own hands. And if you're taking matters into your own hands, what do they need to be there for? They can sense that without even, it's a subconscious thing, without even like trying to. They could tell. Okay. So that's another reason for you not to take matters into your own hands. Not only that, but transmuting this energy. Because if you are, as I consider myself, a hypersexual, I love sex, right? I could talk about sex all day. I was one who could look at porn all day. I don't now, because I've seen like it's the waste of a day. Like, what the fuck did I get out of this day? Nothing. Like, I'm a hypersexual though. I love sex. I could talk about sex. I learned about sex. I try different things with sex. Like, I'm experimental. Like, I love sex, right? I'm a hypersexual, but I can't focus on sex all the time. That is not productive. Sexual transmutation, though, since I'm a hypersexual, that means I have a high sexual energy. That means I have a high energy to put into something else. So it's been crazy to be able to do, like, just to sit back and see how much more I've done by transmuting this energy intentionally. Like, by just I've done it by just changing the focus. I've done it unintentionally for a long time, like just with discipline and discernment. Cool. But when I've done it intentionally, like, I took this challenge for this month, this Black History Month now, and my challenge for this month was really just to really pay attention to myself. So more than I normally do. Like really getting in tune with self and like improving the areas that I truly want to improve in instead of just accepting some stuff. And that's one of the things I noticed was like, even though I'm not as sexual, I'm still a hypersexual. Like I still am there. So it's like, yo, I now that I noticed that, what I'm gonna do with it? So it's just been very fascinating to see like how much more can get done with sexual transmutation, and it's been very interesting, and everything is on the up.
Yeah. And also, to add to what you were saying, Trey, about the women and their intuition in regards to, how men are, what doing with their sexual energy. It's a theory, I believe, with sexual transmutation. Like they also know they can tell when you're on this transmutation journey. Like they might notice you ain't had none in a while, but they can sense that it's with a purpose, and that in theory attracts women to you. They'll try to come at you and make you break that streak you got going on.
Who can take it?
Yeah,
Who
make you
can
break?
take it?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Not that bad for a first topic. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
yeah, definitely something we'll probably circle back to. It's all in the realm of no fap sexual transmutation. It's, especially I'm learning about this about myself as I get older. Like your as a man, your penis is just as valuable as vagina. Like, and you're giving yourself to somebody is just as valuable as a woman giving herself to somebody. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Once you recognize your value, you won't be so willing to just give it away.